Hi, I'm Joe Wadsack. And I'm Richard Siddle, and we're stuck in a dark cave in Romania. Please send help. Actually, we're in old Transylvania in Romania, drinking some of the best valley wines in the world at Cramele Recas.
It's going to be a good day, Chief. Cheers. So Joe, here we are in Romania, and appropriate enough, this is a wine that is all about Romania.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's made from Feteasca, Neagra.
Yeah.
So for those who
try saying that after 5 bottles.
Well, exactly. I know. Yeah. Well, so Feteasca, Neagra. As I pour you a rather nice glass.
Yeah.
Talk us through that. What is?
Okay. So Feteasca Negra is one of the indigenous varieties of Romania, and it's one of the varieties that Cramele Recas has really invested a lot of time in, because, as I do as well, it's one of the exciting indigenous varieties. It's one of the varieties which really has fantastic potential for aging. Mm-hmm. It tastes different. Yeah. But I think a lot of people get a bit nervous when they try a grape variety or a wine. They go, "This doesn't taste like stuff I've had before."
Yeah, and particularly if you're not quite sure how to say it either. You know, I mean, Feteasca Neagra is not the most.
And sometimes, if Oasis comes along, or there's a band like The Who or something like that, some great rock band, some of them didn't have a derivative. Led Zeppelin, right? Yeah. Okay, I know.
But it's something like
it's quite laddie.
Well, it's like a new wave one, isn't it? It's like it's a whole breaking new ground in terms of for what we. So should we?
This wine's Selene, named after the goddess of the moon, is it? Beautiful picture on the front.
Yeah, yeah.
And this is brought in by one of my favourite wine merchants in the UK, up in Shrewsbury. You know who you are. And this is, I know, just try it. This is a premium wine. This is retailing in an independent wine merchant for about £15, I would say. Mm-hmm. And it's got flavours that are a bit different, a bit new, Smelling it, it's got a nice deep, chocolatey, oaky edge to it.
It's got that real kind of texture to it, isn't it? Which it's almost like chewy. It's like chewy fruit.
and also, indigenous varieties work up to a point. But some of them are very rustic.
Yeah.
And this wine isn't rustic, it's refined, it's subtle, It's got a real supple, silky...
And is it the kind of wine that they use for blends as well?
Yeah. This goes great with a bit of Merlot, a bit of Syrah. I mean, there's an awful lot of things that it blends very well with. What it adds is an innate sense of Romanianness, which is kind of slightly dry, cocoa, high-quality chocolate flavours.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Like sour black cherry. It's a really tasty, interesting wine, and also local food. If you're going to cook,
I was going to say, if you've got your chef's hat, what are you cooking with that?
I would a slow roast shoulder of lamb, and they've got fantastic beef in Romania, like grass-fed beef with that. They have a T-bone, or a ribeye on the bone with this. I mean, what more could you want? I mean, this is delicious.
Yeah. No, it's absolutely cracking, and it's a Feteasca Neagra. It's check it out. It's.
And actually, this is one of those wines which I go, look, do search it out. If you know someone who's selling this, Feteasca Negra, try it. It's worth a try, and you might find something that, look, at this price, and this is the key thing, if you're buying wine from a country you're not that familiar with, let's say Romania, and you're buying a grape variety you've never heard of or can't pronounce, those are 2 reasons why it's cheaper than buying a wine that everyone's heard of, like Cabernet Sauvignon, made by someone like Sting or Cliff Richard, because those 2 reasons are branded reasons. So if a grape variety is unusual and it's on a shelf in a supermarket in the UK, then they had to be really, really good to get past.
Someone's dreamt it up and had the belief to actually stock it in the first place. So
give it a go. Yeah, if you get my big tip, buy wines from unusual varieties from unusual countries, because they had to work hard to get on the shelf.
Excellent. It's a great wine. Thank you.
Oh, I could do the bottle. That's lovely.